just taking a moment.
Warning. The following program is a collection of idiots talking about the happenings in the sports entertainment world. It is meant to be comedically informative. The opinions expressed on this show does not necessarily reflect the beliefs of their peers, their bosses, or the Infinite Plus network. There may be some out-of-pocket things said on this show because this is how we talk to each other. If you are young, please seek permission before watching any further. Your homies, the 3 Count Podcast. P.S. Please don't sue us. Welcome to the
Villains Lounge.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, supervillains of all ages, it is I, the 3 Counts resident supervillain, the Dark Lord, the Dork Goat, and I can't speak. I'm tired. And I got some good people with me here today, some fellow villains who I was going to say your mic was muted. Of course, as always, right below us, the one and only Twitch Graves. Welcome, son. And then the guy that's been playing hooky and dodging me for like the past 6 months.
He's got excuses.
I do.
Excuses. No, I'm joking.
I'm a Diddy Party survivor.
Oh.
Chris Idol. Oh, shit.
That's what it says. What it says today.
It is what it says.
All right, well, I guess this is just gone off the rails already. All right, so
from the beginning,
the news. There's a lot of stuff that's happened since the last time we were on here. We were on here for the fucking 2 watch-alongs. God damn AEW. So let's talk about that. There's some news from Double or Nothing. So do we want to do the good news or the bad news first?
Let's go.
Start with the good news. Yeah, they say you never say anything good about AEW. So start with the good news.
Right after the first match, we got Adam Cole coming out, talking some shit, and then out comes MJF. MJF has returned. He's looking good. Slimmed down some, actually.
Yeah, he did.
A good amount. But come out looking like Triple H. And
gave a beautiful salt of the earth promo.
The skinny fat guy, a brain buster. And sent him packing. I guess they're ending that storyline. But yeah, MJF is back. Of course, we all know he re-signed. Let's just keep it real. We knew that. But he got. I guess I'm gonna have to say, since this man did it first, he got a Mike Tyson-esque tattoo, not meaning on his face, but like one that's just awkwardly looking and placed, like Cody does on his neck.
I don't think it looks awkward. I think the placement of it is fine.
It looks kind of awkward.
It's an old school tattoo.
It looks really low, I guess, is what I'm saying.
I understand the point of that.
You know what I mean? It's because he doesn't have any other tattoos on his legs, so I feel like it's something that when he's wearing his gear, it'll be covered.
Yeah, that I feel like that was the point of it. Which,
I kind of figured that's why it's not higher up. But anyway, I guess it is what it is. We all knew he was going to stay. It was the smarter decision.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll get into the bad news. Chris Jericho is still not hurt in wrestling.
That's not bad news. That's good news.
That is bad news.
Great news. Fabulous news.
We're gonna have a moment of silence for that.
Wonderful news.
And,
absolutely delightful.
And we have a
the
moment
wrong
of
senior
silence.
citizen got hurt.
Somebody did get hurt. And then somebody that I thought should have got hurt. I don't know if he got hurt worse or not. But Adam Copeland broke his tibia.
Jumping Who did you think got hurt?
Darby.
Oh, okay.
Feel like he got his nose rebroken.
Does that count, though? He's always hurt.
He probably did get his nose rebroken. He just didn't tell us yet.
Dude, the fact that he wasn't 100% and they let him wrestle. Oh shit! They must be
When
paying
you
off.
are cleared, you're cleared.
In WWE, he would have not been cleared.
Well, in AEW, he was.
Dude, he probably passed him like $100. That's why he got cleared.
Then he had
You
to pay
could
him
be
to get
correct.
cleared, but he was still cleared.
But yeah, Adam Copeland, was it fracture? He said tibia, has to get
Yep.
surgery. He like jumped off. Now look, this is the crazy part, right? And I'm not sure what he was thinking, but I would think any normal human being that if you're in a wrestling match, jumping off a steel cage to a person on a table, the best thing to do in that situation, if you're not like a Ricochet or like a Rey Mysterio or a young Jeffrey Hardy, um, do a splash.
I I feel like he wanted to do a splash and then realized just how high up he was, and he knew he couldn't climb down.
You know, he was in
Let's be
deep.
serious. If you climbed
I
back down,
think
the crowd would have destroyed you.
You know what I would have did? I would have been like, "Yo, Malachi, get up, come up here and knock me off."
see, I feel like he wanted to do an elbow drop and just
Yeah.
didn't measure it correctly. That's really what I think happened.
Well,
Come on,
you know,
Edge
an
is
elbow
not
drop.
known. I would say Edge is not known for his top rope technique. So
No, nowhere near.
So look, we all know when you do an elbow drop, it's out. This man did this, just plummet
yeah,
straight
Dude,
down.
yeah, yeah,
dropped off the top of the cage.
he
Yeah.
did.
Yes,
Matter of fact, has Edge ever jumped off of the top of a cage?
I don't think so.
Like, real talk. Has he ever?
I don't think
I know
Off
he's
the
been
top
on the
of my
receipt.
head, no.
Yeah, I know he's been on the receiving end of people jumping on him, but I don't think he's ever.
ladders.
I think his
There was
highest
a
jump was
splash.
that spear that Jeff was hanging from the tag titles.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
was
don't
definitely
think
his
he's-
biggest. But I've seen him do like little splashes off ladders, like nothing too
yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
I don't know
Yeah.
what.
So
but
yeah,
look,
I think he just didn't measure it correctly. In all honesty, because he's never. That's not his thing, so he wouldn't know.
that is true.
yeah,
I mean, I get it. But with that being said, speedy recovery, buddy.
yeah, for sure.
I hope you get well. Do we got any more injuries?
No, I'm pretty sure that's it for injury wise. Darby's face and Edge's leg,
Um,
Adam's leg.
I guess
Yeah.
we'll talk about people's contracts up. Becky Lynch's contract is up as of today. She is a free agent.
Yep.
Mark Henry's contract was up on the 28th of May,
Yep.
and Arn Anderson on the 31st.
Ricochet is July, I believe.
Yeah, Ricochet's coming up. Anybody else?
I know Natalia's contract is coming up.
That was
Yeah, yeah.
She got sent an offer, but she hadn't signed it yet.
So
That's what I saw yesterday.
Do you think she takes her ball and goes home, or you think she signs?
she could do
I
a lot
don't.
regardless if she was with the company.
I don't see her leaving. She seems like one of those lifers. Like she's gonna retire. She'll become a coach or a producer.
Yeah.
Like she just seems like one of those that's gonna be there forever. I don't see her. I don't see her leaving.
But she could surprise us.
She could,
I mean,
but
she-
I kind
She
of
could,
I agree
but-
with Chris on this.
yeah. Like I feel like if she made a move, it would just be making a move. She wouldn't be. She's not in a position like Becky or like Mercedes where if they make a jump, it's gonna be big news. Natty would just be.
Yeah.
She would just be. Oh, she's here now.
It wouldn't be like if Becky Lynch went to AEW.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't see her going anywhere.
I mean,
Unless just for the hell of it, she wanted to work the indies. Just
That's
because.
what I was thinking. Well, that's what I was thinking. Like, just because she maybe wants to go and do it for like a year or two and then go back. That's the only way I really see it. I don't really see her like. You're right. I don't really see her leaving. She's been there for like fucking ever, and like
That's what I'm
she's actually
saying.
an asset.
Like
So,
she's been there what, like 15 years or something like that? When did she debut? Like 2007?
yeah, something like that.
Yeah. So
Anybody else leaving?
no.
Oh, I saw that Chad Gable, his contract is coming
You're
up.
right.
I saw
You're
that.
right. You're right. That is
And he
coming up.
hadn't signed an extension or a new deal yet. I
Right.
saw that. When did that break? Like Friday? Thursday? Friday?
Thursday or Friday.
Yeah. I saw that.
Gable
Yeah.
Stevens
You
is
told me
playing
about
for the Bills.
Oh, we don't need to talk about him. That's
All right.
not important.
With that being said, I think let's see what else do we have on the news. Oh, Jordan Grace will be he showed up in NXT to do what is it, like 3 appearances? She's gonna she came in to do
Yeah.
a promo challenge Roxanne Perez at Battleground for the
Uh-huh.
NXT Women's Championship. And
Yeah.
then she's gonna wrestle next Tuesday.
Mhm. Yeah, she's got a match Tuesday against Stevie Turner.
Yep.
And then she's got the title match next weekend, Battleground, against Roxanne.
So that was fire. So it looks like TNA and WWE is really, really working on that friendship.
I like it.
Yo, give me the Rascals back together.
I like it. I feel like this partnership is actually going to benefit TNA.
Yeah.
Unlike the AEW partnership.
Yeah, same.
Where it was like, yeah, I'm not going to be mean to AEW today. I'm not going to be mean.
Am I the only one here standing up for AEW?
Yes. You are totally in the minority. Actually,
Whatever.
It's odd because technically you are in the minority because you're the only.
I didn't want to say it, but
wow.
I am trying my best to not be an AEW hater anymore.
I get it.
But Tony makes it very hard.
I completely understand that. There are times he does make it hard.
Yeah.
It's hard sometimes.
At least you're not on the Damien train.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to.
Speaking of that dumbass, bushy-haired, broccoli-haired son of a bitch. Okay. So obviously he's doing too much coke because he's just refusing to take the deal that WB is giving him, and he's been lying this whole fucking time. You stupid bastard, saying everything's okay and going great. WB is awesome.
Well, man wants more money.
Going, man, like I want more money.
So I respect his strategy.
No, I'm not mad that he's holding out, but don't lie to the public saying everything's all kosher. They like speak your truth. Like you talk your truth when you're talking shit about WWE, but everything else is all peachy.
Okay. I was trying not to. Yeah, he didn't have to be.
I'm just gonna sit here.
You can play nice. You're right. He could have gave a corporate response, but he did not have to throw all that sugar on it.
Right.
When he feels the opposite, and I feel like Tony does that a lot.
He does.
Instead of just giving like this corporate neutral answer, he'll be like, everything's fine, everything's great, everything's wonderful. And then like some report will come out where it's like, actually, it's the complete opposite of this. And it's like, you don't have to. All he had to do was say, we've had a great relationship so far. I'm looking to maintain it in the future, but we'll see what happens. That's all you got to say.
He always has to have a massive explanation for something.
Yeah, and it
And then
always
I
paints
always
that
left
picture. Yeah. Like somebody asked him in an interview like about the decline in attendance and ratings like over the last like year, and he's like, no matter what we do, someone will always point out the negatives and not the positives and all the great things that we're doing in AEW. And I'm like, why? You don't have to like just everything is always sunshine and rainbows with him, and it's so frustrating. Like even with the CM Punk stuff, he
Oh my
never
god!
said how bad it was. We got to find out way after the fact. He's just like, oh yeah, me and Phil, oh yeah, me and Punk, we get along great, great relationship, great, and then CM Punk gets on an interview and he's like, yeah, I called him a
Fuck that
fucking
dude.
clown. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I just want to
And
say that
it's just, I
I wish I
don't know.
could have sympathy. I wish I could
He
have
needs
sympathy.
to be he needs to be like media trained or something. Like,
He
yo, you
is.
don't
That's
have
the
to
thing.
say things are great if things aren't great.
That's the thing. He is media trained because of the whole thing with the Jaguars.
I
I
was
think
getting
that's
ready to
why
say,
he's
yeah,
acting the way he
yeah.
is.
That's
That's
like,
why
Lest we
he's
yeah,
forget he
he's
does own the
acting out.
Jaguars.
that's true.
So, but
I think that's what's frustrating. He just, yeah,
anyway, also this dumb fucker has also been booking like Vince McMahon. Just want to put that out there. Changing up shows an hour before, not knowing what the hell he wants to do. So
Like we haven't seen that a million times before, though. Let's
yeah,
be
but why is
serious.
Tony pulling a Vince?
Like we haven't dealt with that a million times
I
before.
know we have, but Tony should be being Tony, not Vince. Like
Tony
he's
doesn't know how to be
and again,
Tony.
okay. And again, I say, I was really trying not to, but Damien just has to bring this out of me. It wouldn't be a problem if Tony once again didn't always put out there how great everything is and how he wasn't gonna like repeat the mistakes of like everyone in the past and like shit on everyone that ever ran a wrestling company, because now he's doing stuff. He's finding out that some of these things just shit just happens, which is true. Sometimes you do just have to rewrite shit the day of. It happens.
it
Or
does.
sometimes the show you wrote yesterday, you wake up the next day and you're like, oh, this is a bunch of ass. Let's rewrite this. It
Maybe
happens.
you had
And
one
it's
too
not that
many
big of a
drinks the night
deal.
before.
You mean
Yeah,
he
and
did?
it's not
You
a
mean he
big
did
of
one
a
too many
deal.
eight
It's
balls
not
the
that
night
big of a
before?
deal.
Hey, whatever you
Unless,
choose to party with is what you choose to party with.
yeah,
Let's be serious. Like you've never written a show drunk, looked at it the following day, and been like, "Man, that fucking
Oh
sucks."
no, well, I haven't done it drunk,
e-
but I've done it like
exact,
super
yeah,
duper stoned,
yeah,
See,
where
exactly,
it's like,
Corey.
oh,
It
this
happens.
is
But
ass.
the problem is
stop hating on the
he built
man.
a whole like platform and had a whole soapbox moment
He
getting on
did.
others for doing the same thing for
I was
years.
really
Now
trying to
he's
avoid that fight.
doing it. Yeah, and see that's my problem.
And that is
Tony's
the
always
problem.
putting his foot in his mouth.
Hey,
He
Damien.
is.
Hey, Damien. What happened on Raw?
All right, hold on. You don't
Yes,
got no more news?
yes, please,
Do we have any
yes,
more
please.
news?
No,
No,
I literally.
no,
I
like
think
I
any
that's
don't
all.
think
off
so.
news.
Yes, what happened on Raw, Damien? Please,
All
I'm
right, so
trying. I told. See what I mean, Corey? I tell him,
I'm getting
oh,
ganged
I
up
don't want
on
to get on
here.
AEW today, and then here he goes. Hey, let's talk about.
all right, look, we
I
had to
knew
talk
this was
about. We
the
had to talk
moment I
about it.
seen your name pop up. I was like, man, he's gonna trash AEW.
You know what? It's like he's like, it's like I came in here and I'm like, oh, I'm trying to watch my sugar, and he's like, hey, I made all these desserts today. You want some?
All right, we'll do the comments before I get to Raw. Hold on, what the hell is he talking about? Who's
Chris has been busy out winning titles in the Indies. He
Who has?
is a tag team champion,
Oh,
sir.
you. Oh, you. Oh, this nigga up here. Over there. Oh, my bad. I don't know, who the hell are you talking
God,
about?
show respect to a champion.
Yeah, do you see who he beat? He better had one. Shit.
Yeah, I had to literally fight the weight of the world.
He did. Big ass niggas. All right. Maybe he tried to beat Lesnar. Dumbass of the week tomorrow. The one who came up with the. Okay, we'll talk about that
We're
when
gonna
you
talk
talk
about
about
that.
We'll get to that
SmackDown.
with the SmackDown. Yeah. We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Jobber to the start.
What happened on Raw, Damien?
I was just running through the comments real quick. Just real quick.
He doesn't count because he was already gone.
Yeah.
Dave usually still hasn't responded.
He's got a match coming up real soon with Jay Rudy. He did a podcast.
Trolled the shit out of him.
Just to go to say it's been a while. And
Yes, sir.
pure arrogance. All right, so Raw. Raw opened up. Okay, Raw for May 27th, 2024. But Raw opened up with the ring, Gunther, sitting there running his mouth about a crown that he didn't actually win. I said it. Even though I wanted him to win, I just wish it was a lot cleaner. It just is what it is. Shit happens.
It takes away from it, in my opinion. But,
It does take. No, it really does. No, it takes a little. It takes it away a little bit. It really does.
Mm-hmm.
But Damian Priest came out there and was basically trying to say that. Hold on, who has more? Who's been wrestling longer? Damian has, hasn't he?
Compared to who?
Gunther.
I don't
think
know.
it literally comes down to months.
No, I'm like talking about like legitly like in the industry as a whole, not in WWE.
Okay.
Shit, I don't know.
Damian.
I don't know.
Damian
Google knows it. Google knows it.
I think it was Gunther. I mean, Damian's older, but I almost feel like I feel like Damian got a late start, Gunther got an early start, but they might have been
around
around the same time. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. We got Corey on the case.
All right, he'll figure it out, but I'll keep on going. He basically said that he can teach him something about the business, which the Diddy Party Survivor. I don't know why I just saw that. And I know you said something about it, but I'm just now registering it. Oh, they gave me some good drugs at the hospital. Fuck.
I see.
But apparently you're healthy.
I am healthy. I'm walking and talking, aren't I?
That's not.
We're just moving on.
Yeah, continue.
So Drew McIntyre comes out and basically tries to get into Damian's head while Gunther exits stage left. And then Damian Priest almost like kind of owned him actually. And basically said, "Ah." So that ended that segment, and then we got why don't they like JD? Can somebody tell me this? Why don't they like JD?
Who is they? You mean the members of the Judgment Day or the creative team?
Both. Like, what did he do?
He's a little bitch. That's why.
Okay.
Exactly
what
Mr.
That sounds about right.
Annoying as fuck.
Corey, if I told you that we had a problem with Braun Breaker and we all voted you that you're the one that had to deal with him by yourself,
I'm shooting him in the kneecap.
But you would think that you would think like you did something wrong, though, right?
I mean, in the back of my mind,
like, yo, what did
I'm not even gonna say. I'm not even gonna say it. I'm just gonna. Yes. So to answer your question, Damian Priest started his professional wrestling career in 2005. Gunther started his in 2014. Damian's got 9 years on him.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right.
So yeah, we had Braun Strowman versus JD McDonough. We all know how that went.
So I'm just saying, I would take that. But at the same time, when it comes your turn, I ain't going to be around. I'm going to be sitting backstage, watching, laughing,
Oh, no, that was
That makes sense.
yeah, no. Then we got a murder after that.
Bro.
We had a great match going on between Ricochet and Ilya Dragunov, and I'm gonna say this right now. I've watched this replay several times from the actual like in ring camera, and then I guess like another camera where they had like an overhead view of this man.
Okay.
This man is so fast that the camera that was on him for the television almost missed it because of how fast he was moving.
Dude shifted the ring.
So Braun Breaker, the test tube baby. Oh please, I hope he doesn't hear that. The genetic specimen, a little nicer. Why you?
It's a little nicer.
Okay.
It's a little nicer.
Dude, he's a freak of nature. Look, let's be honest.
He
I
is.
stand by what I said. He doesn't have a real mother, and his father and his uncle like DNA spliced their DNA to make him. Just
This
saying.
sounds like he came from a Jurassic Park lab.
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking.
InGen got a hold of the Steiners.
It could have happened. It could have.
Yo, so this man comes out here and fucks both of these guys up. Why is Braun doing this?
Because Adam Pearce keeps playing on his name. He keeps playing with his name. Like
Exactly.
Is this really
You-
all?
he stole him from SmackDown, had the nerve to not put him on King of the Ring, and then feed him jobbers.
All this after they hyped the fuck up out of him on SmackDown.
You know what, though?
Yeah.
I think I would be mad. All right, so Braun, continue. So, yeah.
As you were.
Yep, as you were, sir. Next, we actually got it wasn't that bad of a match. AOP versus the Creeds.
That was a solid match.
And
Yeah.
got AOP going over. I think Scarlett got involved.
Oh, man.
I think she may have. Yeah.
I think they should have had a homegirl out there. Ivy Nile. Too bad. And then we got Pancake versus Kyrie Zane. If you want to know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, please. Yeah, please.
Lyra Valkyria. Formerly known as Lyra Valkyria.
All
right, so look, y'all wonder what I'm talking about?
Man.
Go back and watch. Woo!
Nia
Like
Jax hit a Mortal Kombat fatality on this bitch.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did. I don't care. That was the most believable finish I've seen all year.
Wholeheartedly agreed.
Yes. I thought she
fucking
died.
heartedly.
If you don't look, go back and watch it, just that part, and then pull up the live reaction and time it and see my expression.
Oh man,
when it happened. I lost it. It was nuts.
She needs some milk.
I felt. You know what? I had like a flashback of when I shattered my collarbone.
Oh
when
man,
that happened. They know what I'm talking about.
When did you shatter your collarbone?
Woo!
Yeah, that was.
What year was that?
That was 2013, I think.
Yeah.
2013, 2014, somewhere around there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, Pancake beat Kairi Sane. Picking up a good victory after her loss to Nia Jax. Rey Mysterio defeated Carlito in a very solid match, of course, because those two always had like really good chemistry.
Yeah.
Big Bronson Reed beat Otis because Chad Gable's being a dick and then tried to whip him with a belt. Maxine Dupree, stopped it, and then Sammy came out and he
He tried his best.
If this
Sammy's
isn't
just trying to be a good person.
if this isn't Kurt Angle World's Greatest Tag Team, I don't know what else is.
Need to
This
give him
whole
the crease.
thing,
Gotta
I
give him the
feel-
crease.
oh, totally,
Yeah.
totally,
That's where I think this is headed.
yeah.
That's where I think this is headed.
But no, I agree with you. It definitely does. And just the way that it's happening is hilarious. By the way, Sammy did the one thing you should never do. Never ever get involved with family and domestic disputes because you always get your ass kicked.
And you'd think Sammy would know that from dealing with the bloodline.
Right?
I think so.
And so then that brings us into the main event. Becky Lynch's last match on Raw before her contract expired in a steel cage match against the new reigning and defending women's world champion, right? That's what they're calling it.
Yeah.
Yep.
The women's world champion.
Yep.
Liv
Mhm.
Morgan, which is well deserved. And Liv Morgan was able to win when Braun Strowman, I believe it was,
Yep.
ran
Yeah.
through chasing JD and slammed the door in Becky's face. I was like, yo.
Yeah. He ran through. He ran right through Dom,
Yeah, he
who
did.
hit the door that hit Becky.
So it looked like Dom did it from probably Becky's vantage point. Look,
I
this
see
poor,
where this
this
is
poor
going.
guy is taking a lot of punishment for a fucked up arm. And then he got, can I say this? Can I say what I want to say on air right now?
Yep.
Yeah, why not?
All right, so
Your show.
he got sexually molested by Liv Morgan live on Raw when she forced her tongue down his throat.
He ain't mad.
Uh,
He ain't mad.
he looked pretty mad to me.
Yeah, I call bullshit.
Bullshit.
I call bullshit.
Bullshit. He looked pretty angry to me, though. Just
Look,
saying.
Angry,
I mean,
it didn't last longer.
Looks could be deceiving.
look, he gotta pretend that he gotta be mad because if not, Rhea gonna fuck him up.
I know, but see, in my head, I see where this is going. Dom is doing everything he can to keep Liv champion so that when Rhea returns, Dom played the role of keeping Liv right where Rhea wants her.
That is true. That would actually be very smart. Good
Oh,
analysis. Good analysis. Actually, did not
Okay.
see it that way. Good shit.
I like that.
Look at you
I
over
like
there.
that.
Look at you over there.
The angry look on his face when she kissed him, that's when it dawned on me that he's playing the role of he's playing the role of somebody's bitch. But there are other words, I just can't phrase it correctly.
All right, let's jump into some
Okay.
comments real quick. Or a few of them. Angel Hernandez. Who the hell is that? Why does their name sound?
If you Google it, you'll know.
Why does that name sound familiar?
Angel.
Why does that sound familiar?
I saw the cute. Oh, the baseball umpire. Okay, that just retired. Okay.
Oh. Okay. Let's see.
Was he going to be like the modern day Nick Patrick?
Exactly.
The baseball umpire. Okay, worst umpire ever. Oh, he was that bad?
Oh, dude, it was horrible.
Yeah.
That's all you could say is it was horrible.
I guess Mr. Golden really isn't feeling Naya.
I like this run with Naya a lot more than I have in the past.
Oh yeah, no,
I feel like she got
No. See,
so much
this is
better.
the best. Yeah, this is her best work, to be honest with you, since probably her NXT run.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was Raw. So I guess we'll send NXT over to you.
All right. Since we're like half an hour in already. All right, let's try and get through this pretty quickly.
Oh,
I'm
that's
gonna read the results,
mean.
and we're gonna do a full analysis at the end.
You just saw that
On
too,
the-
didn't you,
Yes,
Danny?
I
Did.
did. I don't think I should put. I'm gonna put it. up.
No.
Well,
It's the Villains Lounge, man. Nobody gets any for
what?
free.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, Mr. Golden said about Naya. I don't think anyone's feeling Naya without. Look, this is the Villains Lounge, dude. Like, no holds barred here. We're horrible people.
Man.
So,
Ooh.
it is what it is, though. It is what it is. Go ahead.
Gosh. Man, that's about as brutal as watching Rampage. Okay, I'm sorry, I had to.
Here we go. Really? Just when I had hope for you, man.
I'm sorry. Okay, come on, Corey. Do you watch Rampage? Come on, nobody watches that show.
I don't watch Rampage.
Yeah,
That's
you
what
probably
I said.
forgot that it came on Fridays.
I
didn't
saw
you?
a report that Jericho was stepping down from commentary. I said, I didn't even know he was doing commentary.
Oh shit, he was? I didn't either.
Yeah, he was.
Oh.
All right,
So what happened on
NXT.
NXT?
Yes. NXT from May 28th. The show, as you know, this is the big episode with the appearance from hip hop sensation Sexy Red.
I have
That
no
was-
idea who the fuck that was.
Oh, she's horrible. They did the right thing, though. Let's be honest.
Let's see. If I had to equate it to the someone from back in the day,
How do you
I
feel
guess
about
this would have been. I guess this would have been like if Lil Kim showed up in
no.
ECW.
Oh no. Oh,
I guess that would have been that. That's what the
Trina.
back in the day equivalent would have. Or if Trina showed up in TNA.
Actually,
That's
Trina
awesome.
might be. Yeah, Trina might be a better analogy. Like Sexy Red is like that kind of nasty.
Okay.
She's definitely more like she's more like Trina. But
lyrically,
I went
like,
with Lil Kim because I knew Corey would know who that was.
Yeah. Thank you.
But
Yeah.
her lyrics
Yeah.
are not like Trina's. Let's just put it like that. Like she don't look like Trina. Definitely not. Like if I had a choice to
I would not recommend you listen to Sexy Red's music. You're gonna feel like you need to shower and then go to church.
yeah. You would have to go to church if you'd listen.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I showed Eve a video, and she was like, "Why?"
But I will say this: she is unapologetically her,
Yes, she is.
and respect.
I respect
Can't
it.
be like you can't be mad. Like it's one of those. Okay, and I just can't stand her face tattoo. She did a Mike Tyson.
He did do a Mike Tyson. I'm not.
Females are not
I'm a
to
firm
have
believer
face
against face tattoos.
But she's all right, dudes. I get it. Okay, a female should not be having face tats unless she's, I guess, doing her eyebrows or something. But
So, in my opinion, because I am the most heavily tattooed one on this podcast, I feel like if you are going to have face tattoos, and this applies to Cody Rhodes and his dumbass neck tattoo,
it is
the only way that it is acceptable is if you are already from from shoulders to toes covered in tattoos. If that is your only space left and you are that determined to keep going, then I think it's acceptable. Other than that, if you got space left, you got space to fill in before you start filling your face in.
No, I agree.
Got you. All right. Okay. So you're on board that a face tattoo, it's like last resort.
Yeah.
You've run out of everything.
Don't care what it is. I don't care if it's behind your ear, if it's in your ear, your eyelids, your head. I don't care. Nope.
Yeah. Got you. Okay. All right.
Back to NXT. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
All right.
Sorry,
I'm a little high here.
Okay. All right, so first match on the show, we had a qualifier for the North American ladder match, championship ladder match with the women. Meechin defeated Tatum Paxley. It's really good to see Meechin get a win. You know,
Yeah,
sometimes I feel like sometimes you forget how good she is.
she's really
So
good.
this was a nice show, and I'm happy that she got the win, and she's going to be a part of that ladder match. Really happy to see that. Next up, we had a nice little grudge match between Riley Osborne, the biggest hater in Chase U, versus Rich Holland, who I don't know. How would you describe his current character? NXT's resident fuck up.
Yeah,
Yep. Perfect.
yeah,
Perfect.
that does sum
is
it up
that
actually.
that's how you would, yeah, that's pretty much how you describe that. Um, Riley got the victory. It was a good match. Riley Osborne, lot of charisma. It seems like we may be getting the split of Chase U, because Mr. Chase and Thea are all about having Ridge be involved, and Duke and Riley, they ain't feeling that. So I don't want to see them split. I hope they don't.
I don't either.
I like I like
I didn't
Chase
like it at
U.
first. I didn't like it at first, when it first started, like within the first couple of weeks. Like I was like, "What the fuck is this?" But then, like as it progressed, it was like I was like, "What the fuck are they gonna do next?" I don't know. It's weirdly interesting, if you know what I mean.
It took a while to grow on me.
I like Chase U. I liked him as you. I was sold when the minute Andre Chase started cursing in the middle of his his lesson. That's when I was sold. I was sold on it. But no, I want to see them stick together, because I really feel like this is something that could catch on the main roster. So I would like to see them get called up.
It would be cool to see them on the main roster.
Yeah, like I think this is one of those gimmicks that could get over on the main roster. I don't want to see them split. Next up, we had the OC, Gallows and Anderson, who just seem to be everywhere these days.
Right?
They took on the team of Idris Enofe and Malik Blade. Idris, his character has been experiencing some bad luck ever since he broke that mirror.
Oh.
And he can't seem to shake it. And this was no exception.
Well,
As the OC picked up the win.
broken mirror.
Damn.
Yeah. Oh gosh, poor Idris. Yeah, he broke a mirror, and then like he saw a black cat, and it just
we're just going completely supernatural with this.
Oh yeah, they are. That's great.
yeah,
Hilarious.
yeah. He should have kept the rabbit's foot.
Am I the only one who feels like Gallows and Anderson have found like the perfect spot for them in NXT versus like on SmackDown, being in the shadows of AJ and all that?
For right now, yes. Yeah, I think so. Because they're on SmackDown, and SmackDown has heel tag team champions right now.
Exactly.
So they don't fit on SmackDown because they can't really do anything. Like WWE doesn't have. Yeah, like WWE doesn't really do tag team feuds outside of the tag team titles.
No.
So they're just kind of there until there's some babyface champions. So I like them being on NXT.
So do I.
Same.
And I was happy to see them pick up the win. Next up, and this match was hilarious. We had Lola Vice take on Ariana Grace. Ariana Grace met up with Lola in the back, tried to talk her out of fighting Shayna, end up putting her foot in her mouth, got Lola upset. Lola challenged her to a match. Ariana Grace is hilarious. She got every bit of comedic talent from her dad.
Okay, so for all those that don't know who her daddy is, who is her daddy?
Her daddy is Santino Marella.
Yep.
Some people don't know that. I'm just saying, so if that's the case, some people don't know.
Yeah. Some people don't know, but yeah, her daddy is Santino Marella.
She does look like him, but not like the splitting image, which is good for her because we did not need her to look like Santina.
Wow.
What?
Yes.
Wow.
Santina
forgot.
is an ugly woman. I'm sorry.
I forgot all about that for the longest time, and now that image is back in my head.
You're welcome.
Oh man, that was something. But yeah, Lola made quick work of Ariana, finished her off. Then Lola and Shayna got into a pull apart. As you know, they've got an NXT Underground match coming up at Battleground, which will be it'll be pretty good. It'll be pretty good. I've enjoyed all the NXT Underground matches, so I'm looking forward to them. Next up, we had a rematch between Dante Chen and Lexis King. This started in the back. Lexis basically saying Dante got the better of him last week because he wasn't prepared for him. So they had a rematch here. And Dante Chen got the win again. Got a roll-up victory on Lexis. He was very upset about that.
I saw that.
So much so that he had his finisher, the coronation on him on the exposed floor and the outside at the end of the match. So this feud will continue.
And the feud continues.
Yes, it does. Next up, we had another qualifier for the women's North American Championship match. Kaylani Jordan defeated Ren Sinclair. Wasn't much to this match. It was real basic. Solid match, but no special story attached to it. Kaylani with the clean win. She's gonna do some crazy stuff in that ladder match.
I was going to say that's a ladder match, right?
That is, yeah.
Yeah.
She's probably gonna be the one with the big spot.
Okay.
I can see that.
No, she doesn't use the Cobra as a finish.
That's a missed opportunity.
She's probably just trying to do her own thing right now. I mean, if Vince was still around, she would be. But no, I like Kalani
probably
Jordan.
True.
St. Clair. Like the women's division is really good right now in NXT.
I agree with that.
Absolutely. Yes, it is. Very good. I don't know if it was before this or after this, but we'll touch on it now anyway, because it's on my mind. So we had Roxanne come out and demand to know who she was going to be defending her title against at Battleground. Ava promised that we'd find out tonight and that it would be a big surprise. Damien, do you have fleas? Are you all right?
No, doing this as please.
Is
at my ear.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure. All right.
I know you think that I'm not human.
well, you got a bunch of other issues going on, so we're trying to see if we need to add to the list.
I wanted to make sure you weren't having a medical emergency on the air.
You know, just so you're healthy and all that.
Continue, please.
Continue.
We're 49 minutes in.
Roxanne, you're right. I'm sorry. Roxanne demanded to know her opponent, said she was the leader of the best women's division in professional wrestling. And out came her surprise opponent, this was a genuine surprise, because if you gave me 10 guesses, I wouldn't have guessed this person.
Not her. She wouldn't have been on the list.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. Out comes TNA Knockouts champion Jordan Grace.
Nah, this is a genuine shock.
Shout out Jordan Grace.
Yeah,
that was fucking awesome.
Yes, it was, and it's very rare these days to get a genuine surprise in wrestling. Like I don't even remember the last genuine surprise. Because there's always like a rumbling. Even if you don't know for sure, there's always that like, oh, this might happen. This could happen.
Her at the Rumble is the last one I could think of.
I was gonna say Punk, but we kind of like suspected.
We knew that was happening.
Like speculated, suspected, but then it was
like and that's what I mean. Like, yeah.
So
yeah, it's been a long time where it's like, yeah, because like you said, there's always that like, oh, this could happen, or oh, there's a high possibility this will happen. But this is the first time where it was a surprise, it was a shock, and nobody knew it was coming. So yeah. I was happy to see that, and they're gonna throw down. It's gonna be a good match.
It is gonna be.
And we know that next week she's gonna be on the show, as we touched on earlier. She's gonna be wrestling Stevie Turner, which I think is good. Which I think that's a good opportunity, because that's gonna show people that don't know Jordynne Grace or haven't seen her wrestle. It'll be a nice teaser to show what to expect with her and Roxanne. So I think that's a great idea. That's a great move.
I know it's not going to happen, but in the back of my mind, it's going. Can you imagine what's going to happen if she beats her?
Right.
I don't see it happening, but let's be serious. I mean, stranger things have happened.
Like this?
That's true.
Not like
That's
this,
true. I mean, like
for WWE, yes, it has.
If we're being honest, for the last 30 years, we would know what to expect with certain things. But now this is a new, basically a brand new company, new people in charge. So the possibilities are kind of endless.
I'll give you the perfect example. We brought up the King and Queen of the Ring tournament, and none of us got right who won it.
Yeah, everybody had different people.
Like,
yeah,
and because it was like
don't know what to expect nowadays, and now that's in the back of my mind.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. Because before it would be like, no, there's no way Jordynne Grace would win. She's just gonna come in, take the L, and we're gonna move on. But like now, it's like, no,
you could win. This could lead to something else.
All right, what else? What else happened?
Yeah, so we don't know. But all right, so that brings us to the main event of the evening. Gallus taking on the team of Javon Evans, the NXT champion Trick Williams, and they were accompanied to the ring by hip hop sensation
they were
Sexy
not.
Red.
Why couldn't we just why you had to
And Booker T was beside himself at Sexy Red's appearance the entire night.
Yeah, he was. He acted like a whole.
Yes, he did.
American.
One of my favorite lines was Vic Joseph said on commentary. He said, Booker, if you stand up right now, the whole table will flip over. And I died when I heard him say that.
I forgot he said that.
Yes, he did.
Era of professional
all right, so for those of you that don't understand why that was so funny, hey, Justin, since this is your segment, why don't you explain it to everyone?
Better you than me.
All right. Well, let's see. There's no way to really sugarcoat it, so I'm just gonna say it. Yeah, the joke is that Booker T dick was so hard that if he stood up, it would just flip the whole table over.
That's just there's no way to sugarcoat that statement. That's just what it is. Yeah. From seeing Sexy Red. Yeah.
That's great. That's great.
Oh man. So Evans and Williams got the win. Solid tag match, main event. Afterwards, Lash Legend came out to confront Trick Williams and find out if he was the one that attacked Noam Dar
and also attacked Aura Mensa, who got attacked earlier in this episode while trying to look for Trick Williams. And at first, I thought this was a production fuck up, but the lights went out and they came right back on. And who appeared? All ego Ethan Page attacks Trick Williams and takes credit for all the attack. And Ethan Page is a member of the NXT roster. So welcome Ethan Page.
I didn't see that one coming either.
I didn't even know. I didn't know did I know he was available? I think he was on that list of people whose like deals was coming up, but I don't remember hearing it was up. So this was
I don't know when
I knew it was up, right? I just didn't.
Yeah, because I remember.
I did hear that he left. I did.
Well,
hear that
it was.
he left.
I'm trying to remember what the report was. I think his deal was coming up, and he wasn't planning on re-signing. But I don't remember hearing that he actually left already and was available. Or maybe the news was out there and it just happened at a time where there was so much other news that it just kind of slipped through the crack. I'm not really sure. But I'm happy to see Ethan Page in NXT/WWE. I think he'll be very well suited there. Yeah. It'll be a solid fit. And that concludes our NXT review.
Oh, we also got to see the new, sexy, amazing Women's North American Championship belt.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot. Yes, it was unveiled and displayed and twerked upon by Sexy Red. Yes.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say all that. I was just gonna say it was.
How are you gonna say it was revealed and not say who unveiled it?
Trash.
What a cunt.
She unveiled it, picked it up, displayed it, twerked on it.
What a whole ass cunt.
Are you talking about Damien or Sexy Red?
Both of them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Before, I'll say it again. Gallows was more interesting asbestos before the bell rang. That's mean.
Haters gonna hate.
Jeez.
Oh, that was mean. That's great. All right, so that was NXT. Both Raw and NXT and SmackDown was all really solid. So we'll turn it down to the guy right below that way somewhere. I don't know. He's down with it.
Take it away, Corey.
So,
get the SmackDown.
SmackDown started with Nia Jax. Of course, as we all know, she's the queen of the ring now after the Saudi Arabia show. She comes out, calls out Bayley. Bayley comes out, gets jumped by Chelsea Green, Piper Niven. This was solid. It's interesting seeing Nia in a position like this, but I like it. From there, we get Tommaso Ciampa versus Austin Theory. This was a solid match. I liked it from beginning to end. Tommaso Ciampa going over Austin Theory. From there, we go backstage with AJ bullshitting with Nick Aldis, teasing his little bro. This was just horrible. You're not retiring. Why even tease it?
Okay, so I feel like it was a little nod.
It was definitely a nod to Mark Henry. Now, okay, so you got to remember, we remember it, but there's a whole generation of kids that don't even remember that promo.
That is true.
So that's the thing that we have to remember.
Mark Henry did it better though. Let's keep it real. Mark Henry did.
He did. But he originated it though. So that's the thing. So like we all are like, oh, we see where this is going, but there's a whole group of people out there that are
I
like,
respect it.
yeah. So I had to look at it like that as it was happening.
As it was happening, like as he was talking to Nick, it was just like, okay, knowing that Mark Henry just left AEW, I see what you're doing with the very, very super baby blue jacket. Mark had the super pink jacket. Like, I get it.
Yeah.
Of course, Nick Aldis grants him some mic time later in the evening. Going from there, we get what in my opinion, this was one of the best matches on SmackDown. Andrade and Apollo Crews. I love seeing Andrade wrestle. I don't care what anybody else thought about this match. It was great in my mind. Huh?
He looks happier.
He does look happier. Shout out to Apollo Crews for getting his face landed on after that drop kick. Solid match, man, through and through. It just proves that Andrade can go at any point with anyone. Andrade picking up the win over Apollo Crews. From there, we get a backstage segment with Bayley and Naomi. Naomi is pissed off about her homegirl Bayley getting jumped at the beginning of the show. So later in the evening, we find out they get a match against Chelsea Green and Piper Niven. From there, we get Paul Heyman backstage with none other than Solo Sikoa. If this man doesn't win an award for his acting ability, we have been greatly robbed. This man plays the role of somebody who is legitimately terrified for their life so fucking well that it makes me feel like I should really call 911 and report a fucking kidnapping.
Right?
Bro, every week he seems like he's a hostage.
Just worse and worse.
Like at the end of the show, he's like, all right, I'm gonna go home to my family, and Solo like puts his hand on his shoulder and is like, nah, you're coming to hang with us.
By orders of the tribal chief.
Yeah.
Him and Solo backstage, Paul Heyman trying to explain to him, look, man, these two that you brought in, these two ruffians are very hostile. This would never fly with Roman. You can visibly tell every time that Roman gets mentioned, Solo gets more and more annoyed. I feel like that is the trigger that sets Solo off, is Roman being brought up.
Makes sense.
Of course, Heyman trying to explain that when Roman returns, we need to have everything in line to where Cody is in check and ready for Roman. Solo telling him, hey, he's already in check and he doesn't even know it yet. Of course, this segment getting interrupted by Kevin Owens. I like how they played his music and everybody just looked at the TV screen like somebody needs to go handle this. Kevin Owens comes to the ring. Out comes Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman, once again, if this man does not get an award for acting, he has been robbed. Basically does everything but beg Kevin Owens to leave the bloodline alone. I don't know what else Paul Heyman could have said in this segment to make it any more clear that
the freak out.
The Tongans are here to kill you, basically. To the point that he accidentally throws the microphone at Kevin Owens.
Yeah. He's like, bro, you're not listening to me. Like, Roman and the Usos just wanted to beat you up. The Tongans, they want to like
They plan to
skin
scalp
you
you. They plan
and
to
eat
break
you.
your head,
Yeah.
carry you around like a little ornament.
No, it was pretty funny. And I ain't gonna lie to you, dude. It was fucking hilarious. I about died.
Like,
I
dude,
showed my
I
wife that, and
like
she
it.
felt bad. Like she felt the same way. Like, should I call the cops? Like,
Nah, yeah, he's
oh my,
trying to warn, like, God, like, look, you think the Samoans are savages? No, the Tongans are who you need to worry about.
Of course,
yeah,
Kevin
bro.
Owens not believing any of it. Kevin Owens basically getting ready to beat Paul Heyman up. Out comes Solo and Tonga Loa. Looked like Kevin Owens is about to catch a beatdown. The Street Profits come out and help Kevin Owens. This leads into the tag team match between the Street Profits, and I will not call them the Bloodline because they are not Bloodline at all. That is the fucking Gorillas of Destiny. Kiss my ass.
Wow, you feel some type of way about this, sir.
Yes, I do. They
Speak
are
no
not.
truth, bro.
They are not Bloodline. They are not related.
Yes, they are.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are. They're considered family.
Considered family and being blood related to this family is completely different.
All right.
Did you
All
talk
right,
about Terry and
come on,
Ciampa's match?
come on, shine
I'll
some
tell-
knowledge on me, Chris.
I'll tell you what, Corey. You go ahead and tell them you disagree.
I will go ahead and tell them I disagree. Fuck Tama Tonga and fuck Tonga Loa. I ain't scared.
All right, well, ask you a question. How you want your funeral? Like, what do you want me to?
Hey, Damon.
Yeah.
So which one of our other friends are we getting to
replace them? What's the guys? What color do you want in your casket, buddy? I got you. I'll make sure it happens.
I want a nice blue velvet.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, I got you. We got you.
Bet.
Got you.
Of course.
We'll make sure your barber is the one that shapes you up before you die, after you die.
Man, he did.
Yeah, he got him nice, dude. Look at that. Look at that.
Fresh.
I don't
want
to sound horrible when I say this, but this was my first time with a black barber, and I will never go anywhere else again.
Oh yeah. No.
Never.
Once you go black, you never go back, buddy.
Wow. It's a wrap. Of course, this was Gorillas of Destiny Bloodline going over the Street Profits. This, once again, was a solid fucking match. This proved that the Street Profits are a solid fucking tag team, as if they weren't already known to be one. This proved that the Gorillas of Destiny, the Bloodline, whatever you want to call them, this proves that they have the ability to go. In case you didn't know who they were in New Japan, once again, man, solid fucking match. Maybe I'm biased to tag team wrestling, but
no, because it seems like a lot of the tag matches lately have been really on point, especially since they separated the belts, and now there's more. Like,
because I feel like the unification of the titles, it booked them into a corner.
Yeah,
it did.
And now that, like Damon said, the titles are split, we can have stories now and actually utilize the whole division.
I like the fact that they split the titles and then turned around and made them two completely different looking titles.
Same.
Yeah.
Smartest decision ever.
Exactly. I agree wholeheartedly with this. Of course, after this match, we go to Piper and Chelsea Green versus Naomi and Bayley. This was an interesting one. I didn't expect this to end how it ended. I thought for sure it would have been Naomi and Bailey
It was a
going
bit of a
over.
shock. It was a bit of a shock.
It was. But of course, lo and behold, Chelsea Green and Piper Niven go over clean. Uh, Piper Niven looks more and more agile in the ring with each week. Like,
So she's always been like that. She just never got the opportunity to show what she's able to do.
right
Nah,
on.
fact. Yeah.
Piper Niven is a beast in that ring.
Yeah,
But
if you saw like what she could do in NXT UK, yeah, that girl can move.
yeah,
I
she
didn't
can.
watch much NXT UK, but a lot of
But
people said I missed out.
no, you did. There's a lot
You
of
did. You
people in
did.
there. That's where we got Elia and Gunther, or AKA Walter.
Yeah.
What twice?
The
Okay.
first one happened there. The second one was
It
at
happened on NXT.
Takeover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's where we got the first one, and bro, that match was amazing. It's probably one
Yeah.
of the best matches of that year, and definitely in a countdown of like one of the best matches of all time in like WWE. Like that's
Yeah.
how.
I mean, if you just want to watch wrestling where like dudes and girls beat the shit out of each other, just watch NXT UK. It was a
Yeah,
great show. I miss it. I
yeah,
miss it.
I do too.
Makes sense. Of course, that takes us into another backstage promo where Mr. Mello Hayes doesn't seem to know who is who when he shoots his promos. Made the mistake of telling LA Knight that why would LA Knight waste an opportunity and face LA Knight when a number one draft pick is standing right in front of him. Of course, this comment was said from Mr. Carmelo Hayes to LA Knight. Him meaning Logan Paul. It's nice to see them working with his promos now that he's on the main roster.
It is.
We already know he can go. I feel like even in NXT, he could talk, but he wasn't like, oh my God, he's got a microphone. What is he going to say?
Well, I think at that point he really didn't like. He didn't really need it, especially when like
No, I agree.
him and that
Yeah.
other guy.
Who's that other guy?
That other guy on NXT that I believe is the NXT champion. When
Who
Oh,
would
you
that
mean
be?
Trick Willie?
I hate you.
Say his name, Damien.
I can't believe he said what he just said.
Damien. Who is the NXT champion right now?
I forgot. Continue. With, we're like an hour and 13 minutes. Can you?
Well, it's good to know you can tell time.
Yes, I can.
That takes us to, of course, our main event of the evening, that being AJ's little retirement, non-retirement tease, nod to Mark Henry. Cody comes out, of course, I only got one text message from you. You've always had my number, blah, 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 blah. You could have reached out. This was a solid promo, but knowing what they were doing, it was kind of to me.
I get it.
But yeah, like you said, I get it. Of course, Cody raising AJ's hand. Yay, AJ. Yay, AJ. And AJ hits the clothesline and proceeds to get in that ass.
Yes, he did.
Styles Clash going through the steps.
While Gallows and Anderson just stood there and kept anybody from coming down to help poor Cody.
Like,
That makes sense, though. That makes perfect sense.
Even in New Japan, they were AJ's enforcers. Like,
I know.
And now that we have Tama Tonga and Tongaloa there, if only we could get our hands on one Bad Luck Fale. I'm just saying.
Yeah. You never know.
You never know. See, but he's a little busy. He's got a school.
Yeah, I know he does.
But it would be cool.
You
Just
already
'cause
got Finn there.
he's the only one. He's the only original member that's
Yeah,
That's missing.
we think what me and you, Corey, looked into that.
Yeah, we did.
So, but
I knew that once the Tongans signed, but
Yeah.
of course that was SmackDown. It wasn't the best show. It wasn't the worst show. It was solid.
All right.
Yeah.
It was pretty solid. It was pretty solid. It was a nice calm down after King and Queen of the Ring. So.
Yeah.
So I guess that's the show. We appreciate you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, 3count pod, 3count_pod on X.
Buy the merch.
On everything else. Infinite Plus Network. I'm tired. I want to get off here. So we will catch you guys another time. Have a good one.
When's another time?
I don't know.